Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Welcome to Mehdi English School. Myself Nilofer Miss, and my subject is mathematics. That you all know. So let's start today's online lecture. Now, as you know this thing that we always begin our lecture with the quote. We always start our lecture with quote. So this is the today's quote, that work hard and be nice. So here what you have to do hard, that your study. Work, it means the study. Your homework. Do revision very well, that you get full marks in the examination. And be nice, it means don't be rude with anyone, don't be angry with anyone, be polite, be nice with all of the people, like your family, your friends, your teacher, with everyone. Always be nice. Now we are in the chapter number 8. We are doing revision of the chapter number 8. So what is the name of this chapter? That exploring multiplication further. So we had completed the revision of the multiplication sums, regrouping ones, regrouping tens, regrouping both the things together. Also we had done the exercise of the textbook. We had done so many worksheets in the videos and in the Google Meet session. In both the things we had done in both the ways, right? Now let's start a new topic for this chapter. So the topic is problem solving. This topic is a very important topic, and for this you have to read the questions very carefully. Try to find some information, some numerical information you have to find. Try to find out questions, that what to find. Try to find out some instruction. You have to find out what to find. Definitely something given in the question, that what we have to find for this question. So that is the problem solving. Some main points are there. So we already had completed this topic also when we are in this chapter. Now we are doing the revision here. Let's do revision first of this chapter here. So let's start this topic for the revision of the essay 2, which is problem solving. If you read the question very well and try to understand, this is very easy topic, problem solving is. So let's start with some examples, so you will be better understood this thing. Now question number 1 is there. Let's read the question now. An insect has 6 legs. Just read twice, thrice, 4 times, but try to understand the question. What it says. An insect has 6 legs. Okay. So here the picture of the insect is given. Check this. It has 6 legs. So here you can check this. That insect has 6 legs. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6. Total it has 6 legs. It is like a cockroach. So the question is, here the full stop is there. So the question is that we have to find how many legs do three insects have. So this is the one insect. If there are three insects is there, so how many total legs of three insect? We have to find out that how many legs of three insect have. So if one insect has 6 legs, so here I am writing 6 already. An insect has 6 legs, so here I am already written 6 because there are 6 legs one insect have. Okay, and how many legs do 3 insect have? So here 3 we can find out. As I told you that try to find out some numerical information. So here is that numerical information, 6 and 3 we are finding. And one insect has 6 legs and the another insect, there are 3 insects. So how many total legs they have? So you can use the table of 3 and 6. So you just will get the proper answer. You will get the answer by speaking the table of 3 or 6. 3 6 you can tell 3 6 and you can also tell 6 3 is equal to 18. 3 6 and 6 3 is equal to 18. But this is the problem solving sum. Some questions are given in the words form also. So we have to give the answer in the word form also. See this, here is the answer. This way you have to write down answer, put a colon and just give the answer as they ask. How many legs do 3 insect have? So the answer will 3 insect has 18 legs. Here the answer is given 6 3 and 3 6 is equal to 18. So 3 insect has 18 legs. How many legs it has? 18 legs. This is the simple. We are using just 2 or 3 words to give the answer, to write the answer. But it gives a very meaningful answer. So just try to write down answer in the words also. Let's go for the next sum, next example for you. So you will be better understood this. How many legs do 5 tables have? What the question is? How many legs do 5 tables have? So here the table is given. So how many legs one table have? Just check this. Okay, so you can see in this picture there is a one table is given. So how many legs do one table have? Just count it. How many legs do one table have? Let's count. Here is 1, here is 2, here is 3 and here is 4. So there are 4 legs one table have. How many legs? So the question is how many legs do 5 table have? So we are writing here 5. that we have to find out how many legs do 5 table have. Here I am writing 5. So we are writing 5 here because that numerical information 5 we are finding from the question. So that's I already written 5. How many legs do 5 tables have? So here I am writing 5. Now find out from this table how many legs do one table have. So as we count that one table has 4 legs. So here we are writing 4. Now to finding the answer that how many legs do 5 tables have. So we have to multiply 5 with 4 or 4 with 5. 5 fours or 4 fives is equal to 20. So this way we can write down the answer 20. Now as I told you in the example 1 also, that in the problem solving we have to give answer in the words form also. Compulsory it is to write down answer in the words. So how to write answer in the words? This way you can write down. First of all, write down answer this way. Then write down 5 table has 20 legs. Just we are using just 3 words here. 5 table has 20 legs. That's it. That is the answer we are giving using some words. And it is compulsory to write down the answer in the words. Otherwise your marks will deduct. It is compulsory to write these answers in words. Let's go for the next example, example number 3. Let's read it now. A tablet takes 3 hours to fully charge. Now you all know these things that if we are using any gadgets, electronic gadgets like mobile phone, tablets, laptops or any other electronic gadgets, we compulsory charge it, right? And you all know what is the meaning of charging. There is no explanation needed for the charging. Okay, so a tablet. So you all know what is tablet. It is like a phone, but not the size of phone is there. There is some big size than mobile phone. You can call it a tablet. So tablet takes 3 hours to fully charge. Okay, if it is 0% batteries in the tablet, or you want to make it fully charge it means the 100% battery you want in your tablet, and if you put your tablet in the charger with the 0% battery, so it takes 3 hours to charge fully 100%. So the next question is, how many hours would it take? So how many hours it takes to charge 4 tablets? Okay, if you have 4 tablets and you have only one plug to charge, you have one charger only or one plug only, and you having 4 tablets, and one tablets take 3 hours to charge. So how many total time it would take to fully charge that 4 tablets? So first of all we are writing 3 because one tablet takes 3 hours to fully charge. And how many tablets are there? So there are 4 tablets. That's why I am writing 4 here. So we have to find out how much time it takes to charge all the tablets. Now 3 fours and 4 threes. How much it is? If you speak table number 3 till 4, you will get the answer 12. 3 fours. And otherwise if you speak the table 4 till the 3, 4 threes, you will also get the same answer 12. Right? So let's write 12 here. Now this is the answer. Now answer here as I written here answer. Now it is compulsory to give answer in the words form also. It takes 12 hours to charge 4 tablets. What? This way we have to write down the answer in the words form. It takes 12 hours to charge 4 tablets. This is the way to write the answer, that it takes 12 hours. Here we are getting the answer 12 here. It takes 12 hours to charge 4 tablets. Now here is the next example, the example number 4. There are 4 seasons in a year. How many seasons in a year? So here already it is written. There are 4 seasons in a year. How many seasons in 4 years? So we find out 2 numerical information. If you see here is written there are 4 seasons in a year. So that's why I am writing 4 here. There are 4 seasons in a year. So first of all let's write 4 here. Then the another sentence, the next question is, how many seasons in 4 years? So another 4 we can write here. So we can speak the table number 4, that 4 fours. How much it is? 4 fours is equal to 16. This way you have to write it down, the 16. Now as I told you before also, and we already written in the last 3 examples, that how to write down answers in the words, and it is compulsory to write answer in the words in the word problem sums. So this is word problem sum. So it is compulsory to write answers in word. So this way we can write down answers. There are 4 seasons in 4 years. No, there are 16 seasons in 4 years. Now let's take the next example. Example number 6. I buy 3 packs of 10 pens. How many packs of pens? There are 3 packs of 10 pens. See, both the numerical information is there. I buy 3 packs. So here I am writing 3. 3 packs of 10 pens. So here I am writing 10 also. 3 and 10. So what is the question is, how many pens have I bought? So in the 3 packs there is a 1 pack of 10 pen. It means there are 10 pens in 1 pack. There are more 10 pens in another pack, in the second pack. And there are more 10 packs in the third pack. So total how many pens he bought? So 3 multiplied by 10. Okay. 10 threes are or 3 tens are, whatever you like. Both the multiplication sentence will give you the same answer. 10 threes are and 3 tens are. Both are equal to 30. So this way we can write down 30 here. You can check this. So the question is, how many pens have I bought? So here we get the answer. In the place of how many, you can write down 30 pens I have bought. 30 pens. This is the answer. In the word, you also have to write answer in. So the next example is number 7. Newton can run 3 meters in a minute. How much he can run? Newton can run 3 meters in a minute. So he can run 3 meters. So here we are writing 3 first. What the information you can find, just write it down first. So here we find out the information 3 meters in a minute. So we are writing 3 here. How far could he run in 5 minutes? So another word we find out, it is 5. So Newton can run 3 meters in a minute. How far could he run in 5 minutes? So we have to find out 3 fives are or 5 threes are, how much it is. 3 fives are and 5 threes are is equal to 15. This way we can write down the answer 15. Okay, now let's write answers in a words also. It is compulsory to give answer in words. Answer: he can run 15 meters in 5 minutes. This is the answer. Here we are using he. He, it means Newton. Newton can run 15 meters in 5 minutes. This is the way to write down answer in words. Let's go for the next example. Eggs come in boxes of 6. So first of all, here we are finding the numerical information, which is 6. So here we are writing 6. Eggs come in boxes of 6. So that's why we are writing 6 here. How many eggs in 4 boxes? So here we can write down 4. Eggs come in boxes of 6. And how many eggs in 4 boxes? So there are 6 eggs in 1 box. There are 6 eggs in 1 box. So how many eggs in 4 boxes? So here we are writing 4. So 6 fours are or 4 six are. Both the multiplication sentences will give you the same answer. 6 fours are or 4 six are is equal to 24. Okay, this is the correct answer. Now let's write answer in the words also. There are 24 eggs in 4 boxes. How many eggs in 4 boxes? So we can write down there are 24 eggs. This answer here we are getting. There are 24 eggs in 4 boxes. This way we can write down answers in words, and it is compulsory to write answer in words. Now let's go for the textbook exercise. Let's do revision of the textbook exercise also. So whose textbook exercise is not complete still, so they can fill the textbook exercise while watching video, or who's already complete, so they can just watch the video. After completing this, they can write down in the rough book. So let's start this textbook exercise. So first of all, let's read the question number A. Let's read the question number A here. The classroom has 3 walls. Just listen or understood the question very well first. If you are not able to understand, read it twice, thrice, 4 times. But first of all, try to understand the question. The classroom has 3 walls with 5 display charts on each wall. So as our class has also a notice board, right? So we also stick charts paper on that notice, right? Soft board, hard board. So how many charts are in the classroom? So first of all, let me show you that wall, that how we stick the chart paper on the wall that our class has, right? This way the hardboard will be there, and we are just sticking this way charts in our class also. So as here we are finding the numerical information that the classroom has 3 walls. So that's why here I am writing 3. And each wall has 5 display charts on each wall. So that's why here I am writing 5. So you have to speak the table number 5 till 3. 5 threes are, or table number 3 till 5. Both the sentences will give you the same answer. 3 5s are or 5 3s are is equal to 15. So the answer is there are 15 charts in the classroom. See, what is the question? How many charts are in the classroom? So we can write down the answer that there are 15 charts in the classroom. This way we can write down the answers very clearly. So next, from the question number B, we will start in the next lecture. We'll continue in the next lecture. So you have to write it down in the fair book. Now, thank you so much students for watching this video. Now we'll meet in the next lecture. Please do revision of this thing. Have a nice day.